bribe because they are unemployed, they have to struggle to make a living. So if you just pay them a little thing, they can just give up a struggle. So they contaminate opposition parties, right? They corrupt the media and make sure that they present the regime. But when you say things are right and things are not working right, definitely is a different situation. So I am sure that the electoral process could lead us to the other methods that you're talking about. On the question of socialism, I have seen a situation is more wide and open. But we believe that under the current situation, it's only through a socialist process that we will be able to transform the conditions that we experience. Because for the last 50 years, or 51 years now, from 1961 up to now, what we have witnessed in that country is neoliberal policies, capitalist-driven programs, funded or promoted by the IMF, the World Bank, the World Trade Organization programs. And up to now, they're talking about establishment of economic zones in all of these areas. And what you have is a handful of individuals, less than 1% of the population, that has grown extremely wealthy, while more than 95% of the population are living in abject poverty, in the most excruciating circumstances. So they call it a democracy, but it's a democracy for the few. An aristocracy, an oligarchy that is so corrupt, inept, that is at the service of the IMF and World Bank, while the majority of the population live in poverty. So we say that is not a democracy. It is not anything less than an oppressive state that is run by a mafia, a corrupt mafia organization. So in the process, the vast majority of the population lack the condition of existence, the social services that are necessary to enhance a decent living. So we are saying that the struggle to overturn that handful of individuals, the struggle for popular democracy, the struggle for socialism. Because only through that process that will ensure that we have the right to life, the right to decent living, the ability to change the living, the lifespan. So basically, our struggle for socialism is a struggle for real democracy. It's a struggle that will allow the vast majority of people to live, a decent life, to have control of the resources, to enjoy the purpose of existence. Because at this current moment, what we have is a situation where only less than 1% of the population who have held on to the state are the ones that are benefiting from the resources. And when they get sick, or their children get sick, they do not go to the public hospitals. They fly out to England or to the US. So it means that they know that they have subjected the population to a situation that is typical to prison conditions, the prison conditions. So a struggle to overturn that is a struggle against dictatorship, is a struggle against an anti-democratic regime. So the process that will allow the vast majority of people to control the wealth and resources and use the resources for our own collective development is what we are talking about. And we say that process is socialism. And if you are scared of that, then we say it's a struggle for real democracy. Because only democracy, they say, is a rule for the majority, by the majority, or whatever it is, according to Lincoln or whosoever. That's it. So in this case, we are saying 95% of the population should control the resources. They should live off the resources. They should have safe and pure drinking water. They should have decent housing. They should have access to education, access to healthcare. And everybody must benefit from the resources that are in the country, whether they are diamonds or gold or marine resources or petroleum resources. They should be owned and controlled by the majority of the population. That is socialism for you. And if you are scared of it, that is real democracy.